Hello?
Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas. Green 18, 45. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They begin the drive with Coleman. He finds an opening past the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
This is Coleman. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
26.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Stop your run.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Operating from the gun, Clifford. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Check safety, check safety.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Leo, hey!
Check.
Guard. Get it.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Check three. Slam.
Fair. Yo, go. Five.
Ito Smith, his first carry, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
General West. Hey, team 6. Check it out.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Ready?
Off play action. Clifford being chased out left. Now he'll throw. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
Check line 54. Line 54.
Come, baby.
Protein spill.
Watch the ship. Kill.
Hey, turn it up. Back.
Check 31. Hey.
Go out. Rock.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Check hot. Yeah, baby. It's been a long day for you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen.
Shoot.
From the gun, Clifford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Hey, ball here. Sit up.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Falcons nothing.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Hey, high 7.
50. Mike 50. Drop deep.
Hey.
Mike 50. Army. He's checking. Crash.
Topper.
Check 9, check 9.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Check 50, check 50.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Clifford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rodgers now to throw again. This one complete to Coleman. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he rifles one incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
70, Indy. You draw Porter. me. Door. Look at me. Zipper.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go.
Check. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
Please Griffin.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Down. 18 Gator.
Let's go. Alert 3.
80 weapons. Yes. Hey, exit. Say go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Hey, lock it. Go. Go. 5.
Now it's Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, set. 10 2 saw.
Here we go. You go take. You got take. Get out.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Clifford into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And some room to roam now. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
2nd and 13. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Out, 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 out. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch it.
Now. Look. Squeeze.
Check, check. Fresno. Fresno. Fresno.
Ready?
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Charlie.
Check, check. Lucky. Shit.
Hit it.
2nd and 10, it's McSorley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I smell fear in that offense. Shit. 22 jet bombers. Leo.
Check 4.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Tighten up, tight. Delta. Spurs. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Go.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey. Score.
Check 37. Hatchet. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, Haywood.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers is going to let this go deep for, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Win 18.
Check 45 to Mike. Okay, double up.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Don't get nervous.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
64, weak.
From the gun on 3rd down, Clifford. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Watch the eye. Whip. Watch the whip.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, seam 6. Ready?
Off the play fake. Clifford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Protein spill. You're out.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on third and about 14. Throwing on third and long. Clifford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. He'll have the win at his back here in the fourth quarter. And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 48 yards on the ground. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Get 300. Get 300.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, it's Coleman. big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
All day, every day.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On second down and 4. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Back to throw. Clifford. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Check. Switch. Check 3. Slam. Go. Slam. Hey, watch it. Check. Watch twist. Get it.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Double dog. That's the way. Show him that. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Go.
On 2nd and 9, McSorley. Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Clifford. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
It's caught by Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be...
And he loses the football a 2nd time, and the Falcons grab it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Packers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.